Mi gente. I recorded a message for you last night and somehow I lost it off my phone and I don't know if I can say it again the way I said it the first time, but I'm going to do my best. I said it before, years ago maybe, that it's the rocks. It's the rocks that mess you up along the way. Those little tiny damn rocks, either you trip over them or they somehow get lodged in your shoe, and at first you don't feel them, but after time they become embedded into your skin, into the crevices of who you are. And those are the things that make you mess up along the way. I know the path is straight, but lately I've been tripping on those damn rocks, and I've been letting them get stuck to me. Last night I didn't want to run, but my daughter's like, you have to go, you have to be responsible, you got to get it. So I put on my sweater and I went out for a run, and I was just thinking about how I'm not effective, how I don't know why I was chosen to do this when my age is a factor. I'm not 20 years old. I have to work really hard, and I have a lot of other obstacles in my way, and I was just kind of feeling sorry for myself. And it's okay to do that sometimes. But as I'm running, I was doing some parkour in this horse ranch near where I'm staying, and I see this car with the hazard lights on, and it was pretty late. It was 8:30. It was really dark, and it bothered me, so I slid under the barbed wire fence, and I see this girl. She's standing on the side of the road. It's only a 2-lane street, and it's really dark. It's not lit. So I said, do you need some help? Do you want me to push your car, to a safe place, or can I get you some help? And she's like, no, I'm just waiting for gas, and my man's in the car. And so I'm looking at this girl, standing on the side of the street in her slippers and with a cap on her head. And she's telling me that her man's in the car, but she's the one standing on the side of the street. And how the hell is she running out of gas when she's got a man with her, So I could tell she didn't want me to talk to her man, but I went over and tapped on the window anyways. And when he opens the door, he's smoking weed, this skinny little punk ass man, for lack of a better word. And I'm like, hi, I'm just wondering if you need my help, because your lady is standing there. It's dangerous here. It's really dark. And she told me that help is coming. And he's like, yeah, lift is coming. She ran out of gas. And I'm thinking, what a punk. I said, do you need me to help you move the car to a safer place? Because you should be out there helping your woman. She's the one standing on the side of the road. And he had to get out of his car. And he's like, no, I got this. And I'm like, okay. I slid back under the barbed wire. So, I slide back under the barbed wire and I continue on my trek. And as I was running, I was so bothered by what happened, and I kept wondering to myself, why do I keep doing these things that are going to sabotage my progression? Because I'll be damned if I'm going to teach and share what I've learned and then be beat in my own race. No, I have to keep perfecting myself. And so the thing I love about God is his mercy. Instead of telling me, you're messing it up, you're stupid, you're never going to get it right, he says, this is what you could be doing, this is what you're doing right, but this is what's stopping you from getting to the next level. And he showed me their faces again. And sometimes I feel like no one cares about what I'm doing, because as human beings, we want people to acknowledge us and tell us we're amazing. And when that doesn't happen and we come against persecution, we think that it's us, that we're not doing what we're supposed to be doing. But I want you to know, and I want you to know, and I want to know it myself, that I still got it, and you still got it, and you don't need anybody else to endorse you or tell you that you're the bomb. And so as I'm running, I'm remembering these people, and I'm like, wow, so many people every day, maybe they don't do it online, maybe they're not paying me, but so many people tell me, I see you, and you affect me, and you make me want to do better. And even people that hate me, but they still have to respect me. You know what I'm saying? And so it's this process that is so tedious and so uncomfortable that really makes you grow and realize what really matters. And what matters are the people that see you every day. That man had to get out of his car and go help his woman because he had to step up his game when I was around. Now, I got another thing that I want to link in with this, because we always berate ourselves and know that the spirit of the spirit of truth and your true nature, it abides in you. However, we are trapped in this sinful flesh. I was talking to a scientist the other day who was testing some vials, and I said, what are these for? And he's like, I'm testing the soil. I said, what are you testing the soil for? He says, because the soil, if it is contaminated, it will contaminate the water that flows beneath it, and then we won't be able to build here. And I was like, oh my God, that is so interesting. And I left there thinking, that's like the water that flows beneath the soil. We are the soil, and the spirit flows beneath us, but it is the soil that corrupts the water and contaminates the water. It is not the spirit that contaminates the flesh. It is the flesh that contaminates the spirit. So to take it one step further, I saw the superintendent of this project, and I asked him, I said, look, I was talking to your scientist, and he was telling me about the vials and how he was testing the soil. And he goes, yeah, why are you even interested in that? And I said, because to me, it's a metaphysical example of something very spiritual. And he says, yeah, well, what happens is that the soil is contaminated, and then if it's 30% or more, then we have to apply a process to it in order to have good drinking water. And I said, a process? You apply the process to the soil or to the water? He said, no, you don't apply it to the water. The water's good. You have to apply the process to the soil. And I said, well, what is the process that you apply to it? And he says to me, we take good soil and we lay that on top of the corrupted soil. And that takes out the impurities. And I was like, oh my God. It is important who you're surrounded by. It is important the kind of soil that you have, the environment that you're in, and the people that speak into your life. It says in the word, do not be fooled. Bad company corrupts good conduct. So on this day, I want you to know you still got it. You're still going to get there. Don't hate yourself when you slip on these stupid rocks, or if a rock gets stuck in your shoe. Okay? Because everybody trips on those things. But you just have to pick yourself back up. And today I want you to go get it.